It's like all these great things that they're selling me on, of which, to be fair, by this stage at this point in my life, I feel that like every form of contraception has just been forced advertisement for me, because it doesn't work. Like, it really doesn't work. It doesn't work. Like I mean, it doesn't work. But anyways, that's okay. It's not really okay, but it's okay. But it's not okay.
They always gonna tell you that you cannot do it. But tell them, no, I can. Look at me now, baby. I'm doing it. I did it. I'm still gonna do it till I die, baby.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you are weird and if you have accepted that you're weird, feel free to stay, and by stay I mean make sure that you subscribe and turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss any video that I upload. Talking really fast, I don't know why. Just in a really good mood today. But anyway, hi, if you're new as well, I know there might be some new people. Hi, my name is Edna. Hi. I don't know what else to say. Anyways, cool. So if you already guessed what the video is about, it's based on the title. We are gonna talk about my experience. We're gonna talk about my experience with the depot. A brief walk in history about me and my experience with contraception. If this is the first video you've come to, I don't know if this is repetitive information to you. If you've watched my previous one about my IUD insertion, Marina. Anyway, yeah. So if this is repetitive, I'm sorry. But I am on my 5th contraception. I've had the pill, I've had the progesterone only pill, I've had the implant, I've had the depot, and now I'm on the Marina, which is the 5th one, and I'm hoping that this one works. I'm gonna do a review of it because in a few months it will be 3 years. I'll do a review on it because we've been having a little situation, but it's okay. That's not what this video is about. So the depot, darling. Let me see. When did I get the depot? I got it when it was after I had the pill and implant. Yeah, so those two didn't work for me. So then I was like, oh, let me try the depot, because obviously, like, my doctor was enjoying making me the guinea pig and trying out all these other things. So it was fine. I was like, okay, then fine, we'll try it, because I was just like, let's see if it works this time. Okay, it's the third time lucky. Anyway, so yeah, I got on the depot. I had 2 injections. That's my experience with the depot. 2 injections, okay? You have the injections every 3 months, basically. You have the injection, it's IM, intramuscular injection in your bum. You have it every 3 months, and it is like obviously there's like side effects and all that stuff and whatever with it. Like, it's either it will stop your period or your period will like be minimized or minimize cramps and all this stuff. It's like all these great things that they're selling me on, of which, to be fair, by this stage at this point in my life, I feel that like every form of contraception has just been forced advertisement for me, because it doesn't work. Like, it really doesn't work. It doesn't work. Like I mean, it doesn't work. But anyways, that's okay. It's not really okay, but it's okay. But it's not okay. So now my actual experience with it and how it didn't work for me. It worked. The only part of it that worked was it stopped my period. So I didn't have my period for about a year and a half. Yeah, I didn't have my period. Remember, I only had the injection twice, which means I only had the injection in the space of 6 months. But I didn't have my period for a year and a half. We'll get onto that. So I had a good and bad experience with it. So the good part was my period was stopped. The bad part was the side effects of it, where my hunger and everything was increased. Mom likes to disagree with me on this, but I feel like it contributed, but it was just heightened by the fact that I was depressed at the time. So me being depressed at the time, thing is, I wasn't depressed when I got the depot, but then I got onto the depot, and then like my pre-existing depression just kind of like got heightened, like got exceeded, got like fucking like shot up into the sky like a rocket. Like it just got worse basically. And then with the eating, because see, it's now a bit like, when I now think of it, it's a bit difficult to kind of pinpoint whether or not the depot itself actually contributed towards my weight gain, because one, I was depressed, I was binge eating at the time, but then the side effects of the depot says that you might gain weight. So I don't know now, to be fair. I actually don't know. I don't even think I'm the best person to be giving a review on the depot, because I could say that it affected my mental health, but then also at the same time, like, I already was depressed, so did it just make it worse, or was it that my depression just progressed on its own? I don't know. Anyways, but like, yeah, so that happened. That was 6 months. I had my first injection, and then after 3 months I had my other injection, and that was fair and fine. And then I decided to myself, no, I'm gonna come off it. And like, I'm done. I'm okay, I'm cool. I'm gonna come off it because I gained too much weight. And you would think me coming off it would mean that basically like my period's just gonna be like, oh, free, really, nearly, like my earth is just gonna like start dropping eggs like it's anything. Like it's just gonna start dropping and like drop. No. No. So after those 6 months of me not having my period at all, then I stopped having the depot, cause the chemicals are already in my system, in my bloodstream, which is why I've now like opted for IUD, which only releases hormones in my uterus, not in my bloodstream, because I feel like artificial hormones in my system, it just doesn't go well with me. But because it was already in my system, it took a very long time for my body to kind of be weaned off it. So for about a year, I didn't have my period come back. Okay, I was not in any form of contraception. I was not engaging in any sex, so it was fine. I didn't really care for it, to be fair. I was PMSing for a year, not continuously, but like for the most part, yeah, I was PMSing for at least, I would say probably duration of about 8 months of that year. I was PMSing, so that was great. My back hurt, my joints hurt, my my appetite was affected, my freaking, oh my god, my boobs hurt, everything. You know what, like it was not fun. It was not fun, because that whole time I was like, oh, my period's not back. I'm enjoying it. I'm like, okay, I don't have a period, but then I'm not engaging in sex with anyone. But the cramps I was getting, it's crazy. Yeah, it was not fun. I didn't enjoy it. It lasted way too long. It was like longer than I needed to be. And then by the time finally, I mean, at the time when I was like, my period was not there, and then I was PMSing and all that stuff and whatever, blah, 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 blah. I always like was getting myself to the point where I was like, okay, now I need to start like losing weight. I need to start like getting my fitness back up again. I need to like remove my little tub because like your girl got, I wouldn't even say I got thick, I just got fat. Like, I'm sorry, I just got fat. It was just fat. Like, I had this onesie that I was wearing at the time. Like, I bought a onesie from Debenhams. And it was like a size 22. So I was wearing that onesie the whole time. I didn't even see that how much weight I gained until I went to one of my cousins' like birthday parties, and I was avoiding, like, I wish I had pictures, but I don't. To be fair, I don't wish I had pictures. No, I really don't. I don't want to remember that. I don't have pictures at all because I avoided the camera like it was a plague. Like, I avoided it at all costs. Like, you know when you realize how fat you are when you put on a top, right? And then your arm feels like a sausage link that's trying to be, like, it's... that now. Breathe. It's okay. Breathe. Breathing. Anyways, but yeah, so I ended up like getting myself into like a whole like little health regime and everything. Lost the weight. Didn't lose too much, to be fair. Like I mostly weight swapped, so I just swapped like my fat weight with muscle mass, because to be fair, I'm still like just like this year I think I got as fat as I was that time, to be fair. I'm not even gonna lie. Like if you saw my Tenerife thingy vlog, yeah, like I was fat again to that extent. I don't know how much I weigh, don't ask me, I don't care, I really don't. But yeah, so that's my little good. Oh, and then by the time my period came, my period then came after that one whole year of me PMSing, of me potentially being a bitch, but then it's like I'm a bitch anyways, but then it's like I have justified bitchiness when I'm not PMSing, and then the one when I'm PMSing doesn't need to be justified, it just exists and you just have to take it as it is. But but yeah, so my period came back, and it came back with a vengeance. I had my period for like about 20 days. And it was heavy flow. I don't have a light flow, okay? I don't, like, if you have an easy period, like, thank the fucking universe for it, okay? Thank the universe if you have an easy period. My period usually is like 7 days. 5 days, skip 1 day. You think you're finished, you're not, and then you have 2 more days. For those 5 days, it's heavy. But at that time when my period came back after not having it, yeah, it came for 20 days. And I was just like, yeah, this is fun. So that was pretty much it. But that's just my experience with it. I don't know if I would ever consider getting back on it. Like, maybe. Because obviously I didn't really stay on it long enough for me to actually know if, like, because there was like too much going on at the time, so it's like 2 things overlapped. And with the way that the IUD is going right now, I don't want to think about having it reinserted again every my entire life. I don't want to think about having to have it taken out, because it needs to be taken out 2022, which is approaching real quick. Approaching really fast. And I don't know what other option of contraception they can give me. Like, I really don't. Like, maybe I might have to retry the depot again, because yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much all I had for you for this video. And if you did enjoy it, please make sure that you share, comment, like, and subscribe, and share the video, because if it doesnn't relate to you, okay, if you can't relate to it, and if it doesn't help you, maybe it might help somebody else. Until next time, you know what to do. Go put in silence.